Good bloody morning to you all. Have a look at that. Oh, it is marvelous. Nice and early. Time check is 5:30 a.m. Left home at 2:30 this morning. It's been a 3-hour drive to get here to the Victorian goldfields, but I'm back at my patch. I'm going to clean it up and I'm going to take you along with me, show you what I do, show you the settings on my detector, and hopefully give you the best chance possible of finding yourself a piece of gold. So, I have to set up my camper. I have to make a fire, boil the billy, and make myself a brew of tea, because how can someone possibly be out here with this beautiful sunrise without a cup of tea in their hand? All right, I'm going to get started. I'm going to get into it, and we're going to have some fun, guys. I'm going to take you on the journey and see you very soon. Woo! Time check, it's 6:33 a.m. Good morning to you all. Camp is set up. Fire's been going, obviously, so that I could make this beautiful brew to watch the sunrise and share it with all of you legends. Life is magnificent. Wow, what can I say, guys? Really, nothing more needs to be said. All right, I'm going to get my detector on. I'm going to get set up. First, I'm going to finish this drink, and I will see you guys all down there on the goldfields, running through what I do, and hopefully finding some shiny stuff. All right, legends, I'll see you all soon. Woo! All right, welcome back. So, I'm down here in my little patch, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about how I found that patch, because it's just interesting. Maybe a little bit of information for you guys to keep a lookout for. So I'm walking through the bush here where I am right now. There's a road that goes this way. So it just goes around the corner here. There's actually another road just on the other side. So what it creates is this island in the middle. So I'm walking through here and I realize that in this island, there's lots of diggings. So I don't know if you can see them here, but there are actually lots of diggings all through this little island. But then when we get onto this side, there's no diggings at all. And then on the other side, there's no diggings at all. So I thought, well, obviously, back in the day, the miners have come along here, found some gold, only in this area, because otherwise, obviously, they would have dug outside the area and kept looking. So they found gold here, dug until they didn't find enough gold to keep digging, and then they stopped. So I thought, hey, might have a look here and just see if there's anything they left behind. And yes, they did. So far here in this little patch, I found about 20 pieces weighing up to about 12 grams. So it's been a very, very productive little area. So yeah, that's what I was looking for. That's what I found. That's a little thing that maybe if you see, stop, run your detector over it. The other thing that was here, lots and lots of trash. So if I take you over here just quickly, it won't take me long to find something that someone's left behind. So for example, just over here on the ground, an old tin. So, people don't like digging scrap metal. They like digging gold. I don't mind digging scrap metal. Why? Because it tells me that no one else has detected this area thoroughly. It also tells me that if I find the right sort of junk, that the old timers were definitely here and possibly even living here. So, this is a good spot to come to. It's a good spot to come. Dig up the trash. When you remove this trash, you find smaller trash. And when you remove that smaller trash, you find even smaller trash. And then when you remove that smaller trash, that's when you start finding the things like little tiny lead shot, little tiny boot tacks, little tiny pieces of wire, things that you wouldn't normally hear, and things that definitely, if anyone just passed through here quickly with their detector, they didn't hear because this is all they heard. So then I start listening for the very, very faint signals, and I've done that. I've been over this area pretty thoroughly. But now it's time to rake the area. It's time to remove all the debris, all the sticks, all the leaves, all the branches, even some of the rocks, all of the rocks actually, even maybe a little bit of the topsoil. I'm going to clean it all up this weekend. I'm going to take all of that away so that my coil can be on the ground 100% of the time, and I'm hopefully going to dig up some very nice targets this weekend. So I'll be taking you on the journey with me. I'm going to be filming probably lots of junk, probably, hopefully, lots of gold. Fingers crossed, legends. That's all we can do out here. Give it a go. So I'm going to get my detector on. I'm going to get my rake out. I'm going to start cleaning up this little patch of golden treasure land that I found, and let's see what else I can find. Alrighty guys, I will see you all very, very soon. Woo! So what I've done, I've raked from tree to tree to tree to tree, and then back around this tree line. And then what I do is I keep my coil on the ground. It never leaves the ground. I move it very slowly. I move up and down, making sure I overlap my coil when I'm going forward and overlap my coil when I start moving to the next row. So I'm always overlapping. It's going to take a long time, but hopefully in the process, I pick up a little bit of shiny. And if I do, of course, you guys will be coming along with me for that journey. So I'm going to get my detector on. I'm going to start swinging, and hopefully you see me very soon with the woo woo beautiful sound that we all love to hear. All right, legends, see you all soon. Can you believe that? That hole is deep. Look. And a tiny piece of wire. You need to get my settings, because if I'm picking up that 6 inches deep, I'm definitely going to be picking up nuggets that deep. So I'll give you my settings later on. Stay tuned for that one. Awesome legends. I'm going to keep looking. There's got to be a piece in here somewhere. I'll be back. Hey legends. All right. So I've been digging up little bits of steel, little bits of trash all morning. I've now been digging for about an hour and a half. It's about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. And I do have a beautiful sound here. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your eyes, cross whatever you need to cross. I really want a piece of gold. Here we go. Come on the journey with me. Let's pray. Crunchy. Wow. Stuff's like nature's concrete. Still in there. Come on. There we go. Ah, that should have got it out. Oh, guys. Now I'm getting excited. Keep those fingers crossed, toes crossed, eyes crossed. Whatever you've crossed, keep them crossed. Coming close, guys. This does sound good. Keep them crossed. We're about to find out. Can you see what I can see? Let me get it for you. We have colour. How fabulous. Where did it go? There it is. Let me give it a spit clean. And we have our first bit for the day. Uncross your fingers, uncross your toes, uncross your eyes. I appreciate your help. Thanks, guys. First bit for the day from the patch. The raking's working. You little beauty. Hey, legends. You won't believe it. I've got a beautiful target. Although it wasn't a beautiful target when it was in the ground, it sounded like junk. And as soon as it's rolled out, it's changed its tone. So, have a listen. Came out of here. Sounds like a key. All right, it's in the scoop. You bloody beauty. A nice specie. That's what we come for. Coming out of the collar of that miner's hole. So, got to be happy with that, guys. I have to keep going because there's gold in the ground and it never jumps out by itself. Gonna keep going. I'll see you guys soon. Good afternoon to you, legends. Hey, I've just come back for lunch, getting out of the sun, away from those flies. If you have never experienced Australian flies, you're not missing out on anything, so don't stress. They are horrible, and I don't even want to get into it, so let's just leave it. All right, so I was coming back looking at my map thinking, when I finish with this spot, where will I detect next? Where will I take you guys? So I started looking at maps, the gold atlas, as you do, and I started just going to the same spots I always go to. Hard rock mines, gullies, workings, contours, waterways, old mines, reefs. The list goes on, but they always lead me to the same sort of area. Not a bad thing, but what if there's an area that I would never go to just by using my mindset and the map that is loaded with gold? So here's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take you guys with me. Tomorrow morning before I leave here, I'm going to drop a rock. Wherever it lands on my map, that's where I'm going to go tomorrow, and I'm going to detect for 1 hour. Swing the detector for 1 hour and see what I get. Lead, junk, steel, gold, maybe nothing. Who knows? But it's an adventure, it's fun, and hopefully it turns over a new spot that would just normally be closed off to me. So, see you there, legends. Watch out for it. It will drop the middle of next week. Hopefully it'll be awesome. At least it'll be an adventure. I can't wait. See you soon. Welcome back, guys. It is extremely hot out here, but hey, I've got to keep trying. I do have a signal here. I've been chasing it around for ages, so whatever it is, it's flat and it's bugging me. But I'm going to bring you on the journey now because it sounds good, but annoying. All right, let's see. Just bear with me, guys. It's here somewhere. Somewhere. Thank God for that. Is it that? Oh. Huh. You bloody beauty. It's worth it. It's hot, but it's worth it. Hey, Anthony Glenn, Jebedali. G'day, legends. Hey, I just have to film this one because it's a Kinder surprise. Now, I know it's junk, but let's see. Nothing like finding another bullet. That's what it's all about. Kinder surprise. Kinder surprise number 2. Bullet number 2. Hey legends, hey, I just wanted to let you know because it's the best thing that's happened today is I've got a mate here with me and he has just found his first piece of gold and it was amazing. It was the best thing ever. better than finding my own gold, better than finding my own first piece. Bringing him down here, showing him how to detect properly, and letting him find his own piece. Now I'm in heaven. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, I just want to show you what's happened. So I've dug a hole. First target, piece of steel. Which left a smaller target, a bullet. And now there's another target. So I'm going to take you guys along with me for this one. Let's see what the next bit of steel is. Alright, so what I like to do, guys, is when I've got a target like this and I've got dirt like this, I like to pull it all back, get it out of my way, and that way the dirt that comes out and lands here, I only have to go through that dirt. So let's try again. I like to check this dirt, just to check there's not little fragments or anything. Now tell me if that sounds good or if that sounds good. Crunchy, quartzy gravel. It's the stuff we're looking for. Okay. Has to be just here. Nope, just here. 57th lucky scoop. Let's see, guys. Sounds so good. Oh yeah. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. The raking's worth it. The patch keeps paying. Oh yeah. That's what we're here for, guys. That's what we're here for. Makes it a good day. All right, I'm gonna keep digging. Hopefully, I have you guys back with me soon. Woo! Hey legends, welcome back. It was a great weekend. I've made it home and it was great, fantastic even, for my mate to get his very first piece. So 1.5 years of trying and a little bit of guidance. He's there, he got his first piece. I will put a photo up at the end of this, and the expression on his face says it all. All right, so let me show you a couple of things. This weekend, I found this pile of, well, not a pile, it was just all scattered, but where I was detecting, I found this crockery and stuff. Obviously, old Chinese looking stuff, certainly not something that we have here. Also, all this thick glass, super thick glass. Like, look, it's probably almost 1 centimeter thick, 0.5 centimeter thick. That just tells me definitely that they were living there. This is not stuff that we have now. It's from their era. Tells me they were there. So just keep a lookout for these sorts of things, guys. And let me show you these things. So, beer bottle tops. I presume beer bottle tops. Might have been a whiskey bottle. I don't know. But beer bottle tops. Amazing finds. And that's where the saying, so I was told, comes from, to knock the top of a bottle of beer. So knock the top off one. So they used to knock the top off, drink it after a long, hard day of mining. And I can only imagine how hard it must have been. All right, so I did mention to you guys throughout the video that we started digging the targets and they got bigger and they slowly got smaller and smaller and smaller. So come down here and have a look. This is exactly what I meant. So first we started off, we were removing these size pieces, like really big bits of metal. But underneath all that, once we removed them, we started to find bigger bits of lead, bigger tacks, bigger bits of wire, those sorts of things. Once we removed them, the detector started to pick up things like lead shot, which of course sound like gold, so you get excited. Little tiny bullets, all sorts of little things in there that started to get picked up. Once we removed those and went over it again, we started to pick up these tiny little fragments here, tiny little bits of wire, tiny little shavings of things, a boot tack. So yeah, that's the sort of stuff we found. And as you can see, the progression, which then moves on to what we've got here. So, our gold. This is what we found for the weekend, guys. There are 4 pieces. I'm going to do a weigh up very, very soon. But first, as I promised you, I'm going to give you my settings. A lot of people won't give you their settings. I don't know why. It just means that when you go out, you've got the best chance. Doesn't mean you're going to find gold. It doesn't mean you're going to run your coil over gold. But by using these settings, I guarantee that if you do run your coil over gold and you're listening properly, you will hear it. So, front panel on the GPX 5000. The front panel is special mono tracking. Did you write that down? I hope so. All right. The back. Volume, up to you. I normally run it on 3 when I'm filming and on 1 or 2 when I'm just by myself. But that's completely up to you. I recommend playing with the threshold, playing with the volume, because we've all got different hearing things going on. So just try that for yourself. The GB type is general, special, extra, patch, FP, motion, very slow, RX12 and stabilizer 8. You can play around with them, but what is super important is that the RX and the stabilizer are always 4 apart. So as you can see, I've got 12 and 8. That's a difference of 4. It has to always be a difference of 4. If not, you're going to run into issues. So, moving forward. Audio is quiet. Signal is 14. Response normal. Tracking medium. And iron reject is off. I don't know if I mentioned it there, but there's also motion is super slow. So, yeah, very slow. I always go very slow. I'm not into moving fast and just trying to skim over the ground. I want to find the targets, so I go very, very slow. All right, guys, I hope that helped you. Now, let's finish off with the weigh up, the bit we all wait for. I know when I'm watching videos, I'm waiting for the weigh up. Let's get it happening. Here we go. Let's turn it on. All right, let's try this little specie first. 0.339. So by the time you take away the quartz, probably looking at maybe 0.25, something like that. All right, the next bit, 0.24, 0.19, last but not least, let that calibrate. Oh, come on. 0.22. All right, so if we add it all up, I'll do just the gold by itself. 0.6, 0.8. And with the quartz and everything, just over a gram. I'll take that as a gram and we'll just pretend there's no quartz in there. Anyway, guys, it was a fantastic weekend. I loved it. Hope you guys find the inspiration, the motivation, the time just to get out there and have a crack yourself. Life's for living. All right, legends, have fun. I'll see you on the next one.